Excuse me, folks. Bad connection. It's just Glenn Farfinger here, and well, apparently Billy's been off to Harvard. He's had meetings with professors and stuff, and he's really doing good. Kind of scares me actually. So I need a new co-host for the show. You know, I can't really just talk to myself the whole time. That's kind of weird. So apparently, I talked to Mr. Pennypacker, and he sent me Joe Besser. Oh, here he comes now. Yeah, my name's Joe Besser. You know, I'm a famous comedian, and oh, don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Oh no, don't touch me! No pies to the face. Oh, cracky crackies! What? Who is this man? Okay, Joe. So we play video games here. Is that Frogger? Oh no! Oh, that's kind of funny when you say that. Can you say it again? Let me do it. Let me try to do that. Oh no! I could add that to my stand-up act. Oh, Joe. Okay, Joe. So it's just Glenn Farfinger, and look, we're a bunch of Minnesotans here. We talk about video games, and we've played games like Hogwarts Legacy. We play all the games, you know, Starfield, you name it. But I need a co-host, Joe. I need you. You can do it. I believe you can do it. You know. Hi, Glenn Farfinger. Really think you can do it? That's really nice stuff. I need frequent breaks. What? What? Frequent breaks? What? Well, actually, I just need a lot of breaks, actually. You know, and also I just want to be as non-contact as possible. I mean, like, you can play the video game. I don't want to touch that because that might give me carpal tunnel playing with the controller or something like that. Oh, crackies, crackies, crackies. Oh, he doesn't even want to play video games. Well, okay, you can watch me and commentate over me, you know, it's just, oh, Mr. Pennypacker, what have you done? Okay, well, we'll get right to it, I guess. Well, I'll call Mr. Pennypacker, see what he thinks about this. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, yeah, Mr. Pennypacker here. Oh, Glenn, what is it? You know, we were just been monitoring what's going on with Billy, and you know, we're very happy to see what's going on here. So what are you doing, you numbskull? You're still an experiment to me, so I'm really invested in you. Well, Mr. Pennypacker, we got kind of a problem here. I don't really have a co-host, so I got this Joe Besser you sent me. Oh yeah, Joe Besser. He's one of the Three Stooges. He kind of sucks. He was cheap. He was a real cheap one to hire. Okay, so how's it going? Well, he doesn't want to play any games because he don't want to get carpal tunnel. That's a pretty legit excuse. Yeah, that carpal tunnel I hear is pretty bad. You need to get surgery for that, you know, man. Joe, how you adjusting? Well, actually, it's going pretty good here. I think Glenn's a nice guy as long as he doesn't touch me and doesn't throw pies at me or doesn't give me a controller to play. As long as basically I don't have to do anything and say as little as possible. Well, that's a big problem because that's probably going to hurt our ratings on YouTube because you're probably going to be boring. So we'll give you a few episodes, but you know, after that we're going to have to find somebody else. So okay, guys. I think you guys go play a video game now. Okay, buddy. Okay, Joe. Joe Besser here. Are you ready to go?
Oh no! This is so weird. Okay, I'll go sit down. The chair's not so comfy. I don't like the chair. No hitting, no hitting.
What's going on? Okay, we're gonna be playing some WWE. Uh, we got Hulk Hogan versus Iron Sheik. You're excited? This is the Hulkster is. He's really kind of gotten ready for a great round of action, to get the world title. We're reliving history here at WrestleMania. Joe,
Oh, it's so not right.
wow, what? I don't understand you, crackies. Oh, where's Billy? Oh, this is not good.
E. Oh, look at all the lines. I don't like the lines. The lines are so strong. Oh, reds and yellows. Don't harm me. Don't harm me.
What are you doing? Joe, do you want to play any? We're just having the computer.
Ew, it's yeah. Well, actually, it's not in my contract. Actually, it's really not in my contract to do that. I might get carpal tunnel.
Are you okay? Carpal tunnel. Why? Carpal tunnel. A hoaxer is on the screen, Joe. We are really privileged to watch this. He's in all full glory of whatever the heck this is with graphics.
Maybe because in Tory or something. Yeah, don't harm me.
Why does he? Folks at home. Okay, Joe's going to get up here. He's just sort of wandering around. Folks, I don't know what's going on. He's talking about harm me. Like he's complaining about the seat. He's what's going on with Joe Besser? I don't know, Mr. Pennypacker. Are you sure? I mean, is this the way it's gonna be? Well, we're gonna have to give Joe a chance, I guess. I guess that's the old college try to see if he can cut it. I don't, I don't know, folks. History wasn't really good with him when he was with the Three Stooges, but I don't know. So, Joe, sit down. Here's you go.
Yeah, why you look at me like that? That causes me tension.
Well, I'm just being polite. There's the Iron Sheik. He's got the world championship. He's with Bobby the Brain Heenan. Are you ready, Joe? You ready? Look at that belt. Look at that belt. You wear a belt like that, Joe Besser?
No, it's tight around my waist. I can't breathe.
Oh, no. I'm trying. I'm really trying, folks. I'm trying with him. He's being very difficult, and it's just not the same, but like I said, Billy's going to college and I can't stop it. There's got free will. He's got the free will. He's a free willy.
Ew, Free Willy. What is that? Is that some kind of nightclub talk or something? I don't know. That's just too much.
I always, well, actually, it was a movie back in the 90s that wasn't very good. Strangely, it seems to be quoted more than I would ever imagine, but whatever.
That bell has too many plates.
That's kind of true. A belt really doesn't need to be that much, as far as like that, but it was a very impressive belt, look on Hulk Hogan, and it was sort of his introduction to being world champion, and he would be champion for a couple years before the debacle between him and Andre the Giant, where Ted DiBiase, had a fake referee, to basically count down his shoulders really quick. He said that they harmed him. Yeah, well, I would assume that would probably harm you in a way, like, to have a reign like that ended so cheaply. Well, okay, that's the championship. That's what we're here for, folks. That's everything. They're getting ready, Ew, my carpal tunnel. What is wrong with you? You're not even playing the game. Well, it's the computer playing the game, actually. I know. So it could be like, but it isn't a video game to be played. It's not to be watched. Folks, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go to the WWE Network or the Peacock or wait until Monday Night Raw when maybe it's just I just want the guys I grew up with, and you can have that. The Creator Wrestler is really that good. Oh, okay. So now, folks, this is going to be a short show, and Mr. Pennypackers gave the A-OK for these shorter shows. He says that, well, it really depends on, like, we got all these recorded matches, and, like, for example, this one's only 13 minutes, so that gives you generally an idea of what you're looking at as far as, like, well, that was terrible what the Hulkster did. That was not very good of the AI. That was silly. But uh yeah, so basically what it is, folks, is what basically it is how many shows could be an hour? Okay. It all depends on the match, I mean, I know for a fact in the vault that we got Survivor Series, and all those are like over an hour. I mean, they were ridiculously long. But there's matches like this where they're just, relatively short, or I don't know. We got a few that can get pretty lengthy. I generally find that the computer is okay in normal matches. It's very okay in normal matches like this, normal tag matches. I think that's where they made the AI the best for that. But where you get in trouble is when anytime you have a specialty match, because they don't. I think they're too lazy. The people who made the game, they didn't even bother to really make special AI actions for like cage matches and things like that. So when you have an AI match in a cage or a ladder match, you know, like in a ladder match, the only function the computer is given in interacting with, say, the ladder is to grab the ladder, and if the guy's in front of him, he'll try to attack him with the ladder. But if he's in the ring, he's going to put the ladder in the middle of the ring or something. And then after that happens, it's just a race to grab the gift, the belt or whatever it is on top of. So it'll be a chase, like there's no point where the AI's been given special instructions. Well, how about before that you just kind of work each other over, make it like a efficient match, and the AI does not work that way. It's A to Z with it. It doesn't understand how to do that. It does better in normal matches. Good news is it shows very much about the 80s and 90s, so we try to kind of stay away from the specialty matches if we can, because we did some experiments here with the ladder matches, and they were all bad. I even tried to add other like characters in the mix, and that would hurt right there if I had the Iron Sheik. That would that would be a blown disc right there. I mean, that would take quite. I don't know. That's quite a bump. But understand, with the ladder matches, it's tough. It's really tough to. They don't seem to give the AI any kind of special commands to understand how to utilize the specialty matches better to make it more entertaining. They just treat it like a normal match. Like I've literally watched even in the latest game, 2K23. I mean, we got that now. Mr. Pettypacker finally said, "Oh, just get it, cause I'm getting it, cause I want to see war games. I want to see how it is." And he's saying, well, as far as matches with NWA and WCW wrestlers, you're going to do that there. With the WWF, you're going to do that with this. So it's the way it works. So yeah. So what it is in steel cage matches, the computer pretty much doesn't even know what's going on. He only has one function. If you tell the computer the function is to escape the cage, then he interacts with the cage, but he doesn't utilize it as a weapon. He only will make contact with the other enemy if that person's in target range. Otherwise, he does not attack. He will just do that very basic thing. And it's so then when you ask, well, then what happens when you make the function not about climbing out? Instead, you make it about pin and submission. Well, then that's just a normal match. It turns actually into like a lumberjack match where the enemy can't escape. He can't leave the ring, and as a direct result of that, that it turns boring and it turns really bad because the whole point of an 80s style steel cage match is it's a grudge match. And so there's lots of, people being thrown in the cage. Very rare in 2K23. And I'm talking mostly about 2K23. I watched it and it's so rare if there's any interaction. Like I had, what was it, J.J. Dillon versus Baron von Raschke because I was seeing if the, I had caught something I thought was a mistake the person did on JJ, so I had to correct it. So what happened during that match, though, and we got a new champion. It's the Hulkster. So so basically, there was one point where he threw von Raschke into the cage. He threw him in the cage. When von Raschke got up, he tried to do something. Von Raschke reversed it, and he threw J.J. Dillon into the cage. And that was great, but there's very little interaction with steel cage matches. Well, folks, we'll see you next time. And me and Joe Besser. Yeah, don't touch me. Oh, I'm not going to touch you, Joe. Not going to touch you.